So the PlayStation Portal has been out for a little bit of time now, and I want to go and give you a quick breakdown on exactly how to use your PlayStation Portal. A big thing to keep in mind, there's been some really big movement and changes that have happened in the last couple of weeks, so I'll explain those particulars, the cloud streaming update as well. But on the front side of your PlayStation Portal, you're getting a very, very big display. So this thing is full HD, it looks beautiful, and it's a very, very bright panel as well. Sony did a really good job with this particular display, and it makes gaming really, really nice. Now, on the left side and on the right side, you kind of have two halves of a PlayStation 5 controller. So, if I go ahead and bring over my actual PlayStation 5 controller, you can see that you're basically getting the exact same type of layout, except you're not getting that, the touch sensor, this touchpad that's at the very top. But otherwise, it's kind of the same exact layout. It feels almost identically the same as well. Now, on the left side, you're getting the left part, right? So you're getting the D-pad, you're getting your right or your left analog stick, your PlayStation button right here, and the right, the R1 and R2 buttons at the top left. And then you're getting the L1 and L2 buttons on the top left, not on the top right. I keep thinking this is the right side. On the actual right side, you're getting your mute button right here, your analog, your other joystick, and then you're getting your standard triangle, X square circle buttons on the right side. You're getting these LED lights here too, which look really, really nice. And when you first turn on the console, it actually makes it look really cool. On the top portion, this is also very interesting. So you're getting a few other things at the very top. So a few things to keep in mind. At the top left, you're getting your power button. So this is the power button you can basically use. You can go through and basically use it if you want to power on your particular console, which is really, really nice. You have these speakers up here too, which is really cool. And then you're getting your volume increase and decrease buttons right up here. So if you want to quickly increase and decrease your volume, you can kind of do that, which is really nice. And then you're getting your right triggers as well. Now, on the back side of this particular console, there's not really anything super insane going on here. Just a few things to keep in mind. One, you're getting just the back plate, but underneath this, so if you kind of take a look at the bottom portion here, that is actually where you have a headphone jack and you have a USB Type-C port. So it's interesting they put the USB Type-C port there. I guess it does kind of make sense. I would honestly have rather had it either at the top or at the bottom right here, but I guess there is okay for now. So that is where the USB Type-C port is. You can go through and charge this console by plugging it in there, and that's basically that. Now, the very first time you go ahead and boot up your PlayStation Portal, it's going to make you go through this initial setup. So the initial setup isn't anything crazy. It's pretty basic. It just makes you sign into your PlayStation Network account and all those other things. But then at some point, you will be brought over into this type of panel. So when you first go through and open it up and it's booted up into the actual OS, you'll see that it'll tell you to click on the PlayStation button, which is in the top left right here. So once you click on it, it's going to bring you into an interesting page. So it's either going to tell you to connect to your PlayStation 5, or there might be a different page that comes up as well, which could be this cloud streaming. Now, again, you can maneuver around the whole entire operating system by clicking on these two buttons, or you can click on the joysticks too. It just depends on up to you. And you can usually select things by clicking on the X button over there. Now, on the top right corner, you'll have a Wi-Fi indicator, which shows how your Wi-Fi signal is. It'll show you your battery or your battery percentage, and you can modify that in the settings. It'll have your time as well, and then it'll have the settings icon. Now, if you tap onto that settings icon, it'll go ahead and bring you into this page with quick settings. So you can either quickly hop into your PlayStation 5, you can see if it's connected or if it's paired or not, your PlayStation Link if you have your headset, and also this button at the very top is allowing you to click on your PlayStation Link if you have it enabled. And then you can also increase or decrease your brightness right here. So if you want to, you can make your brightness higher or lower depending on what you want to do. You can hop right into settings and you can hop right into home just by clicking here. So it takes you right into your home tab right there. Now on this page, you can go through and simply connect to your PlayStation 5. So if you want to, you can tap right into here and you can basically just connect right to your PlayStation 5 just like this. So if you have the capability of doing so, you can go through and, like I said before, just connect to your standard PlayStation 5. This should be a pretty straightforward process. It tells you right here exactly what to do. It says there are no PlayStation 5 consoles, paired with your account. So you can go through and pair your, if you have a PlayStation 5, you can pair it up with your account. And this is how you launch into your PlayStation 5. So keep that in mind. But there's actually this new option too. If you don't have a PlayStation 5, you can go through and basically hop right into your cloud streaming, new option. So to enable this, you have to be updated, but it should already update you by the time you go and go through the setup. But you can enable it by going into your settings in the top right corner right up here. You can hop right into settings, which is right over here, and then you'll see a lot of options. So for now, we'll just hit on cloud streaming beta. So click on here, and then you can go ahead and enable this. So what this will allow you to do is it'll allow you to go ahead and enable the cloud streaming beta option, and it will allow you to actually now start playing, actual games, PlayStation Plus games, without even owning a PlayStation 5. So if we tap right onto the Sony button right up here, you'll see, or if you go back home, I guess you'll have to click back. I wish they fixed that. You can't click the PlayStation button to go back home. But if you go back home, you can go ahead and launch your cloud streaming, beta. And if you actually have PlayStation Plus, you can play a bunch of PlayStation games just by using your internet connection. So there are a lot of games currently available, which is really, really cool. So you can kind of swipe through here and see which games you prefer. And if you have a PlayStation Plus account, you should be able to play them. So let's say I want to go and play this one, right? Whatever this game is. So if I want to play Resident Evil, what I can do is I can go ahead and tap on it. I can learn more about the game by swiping through here. If I want to, I can stream this game by clicking on the stream icon on the bottom right corner. Keep in mind, I don't own this game, but if you have a PlayStation Plus account, you probably already know how that goes. And there are several different games you can choose from, which is genuinely pretty crazy in and of itself. So I do think this is a really cool thing that Sony gave us the capability of doing. And I do think this is a really, really nice thing. Now going back home, if you click on O, or if you click on home here, I don't know why it doesn't allow us to go straight home just from here, but regardless of that, if we click in the top right corner one more time, and we jump right into settings, there's a few more settings to go and kind of keep in mind here too. So for one, we have the internet connection problem right here. So if you want to go through and connect to your internet connection, you can tap right into there, and you can, basically connect to your internet and Wi-Fi. You also have your system settings here, so you can tap onto system right here, and you can go through and update your system software, language, your date and time, your battery if you want to go ahead and modify your battery, and if you want to enable your battery percentage, you can go through and enable that right there, which is really cool. And you can set your time up depending on what you want to do. You can also hop back out, and if you want to go back to previously, you can click on the O button. You have this display with this option in the brightness, so you can change how your standard brightness is, you can change how your display brightness is, and that is another really cool convenient thing that you can kind of modify here. Hopping back out, we can go and take a look at our controller, and if you want to, you can go and basically modify your controller options, your vibration intensity, your trigger. If you have your trigger assist, you can go and kind of change those things there too. Hopping back out this way, you also have this PlayStation Link. So if you want to, you can use this PlayStation Link device, and you can go and kind of modify this as well. So you can go ahead and once again modify this whichever way you want to. Hopping back out, this is our cloud streaming beta option that we had previously, so you can go ahead and modify this whichever way you want to as well. Hopping back out, and then at the very bottom, you can sign out of your PlayStation Portal if you want to, just by clicking on this sign out button that's right there. So overall, those are kind of the main ways to go and use your PlayStation Portal. It's a really, really cool device. There's a lot of cool stuff going on here, and I'm such a big fan of it. It's really cool. I'll be honest though, just make sure you go and keep it in good condition. I feel like it is one of those consoles that, you probably want to keep it in good condition because you probably want to keep it for a while. So if you want to put a screen protector on it, I don't know if they make cases for this thing, but just kind of wipe it down sometimes. Just be careful bringing it around places. But otherwise, it's a beautiful console. I like it a lot, and I'd recommend everyone to go and buy one, even if you don't have a PlayStation 5. So that pretty much covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Solden.